I get a medium iced latte with caramel and oat milk? Thank you.
Hi besties, I'm coming to you today with a Q&A. We also have our coffee here that I haven't tried yet. So we're gonna do a live taste test. I got, first of all, they didn't even fill it up all the way. What the heck? But I got an iced latte with caramel and oat milk. Oh, hello. That's what I always get. The other day though, I went to the Rise and I got a sugar cookie latte with oat milk. It was so good. And usually coffee from the Rise for me is hit or miss, but ever since I started getting oat milk in it, it's become significantly better. Anyways, let's try. Hold on. Oh my God. I think that's the best coffee I've ever had from Dunkin'. Oh, this is gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, I had to switch the angle because I really wasn't a fan of how that was looking, but I think we're all good now and we can get straight into the questions. Last week on my Instagram stories, I asked you guys to ask me questions and I got so many good ones. So I wanted to sit down and do like a cute, like cozy Q&A. I didn't want it to be like formal or anything, so that's why we have our coffee, which is fire, by the way. Oh, my straw's sticking to it. Anyways, let's get into the questions. Starting right off the bat, somebody said, are you in love? Let's be for real. No. Anyways, anywho, the next question is dream place to visit. I have a list in my phone of so many places I want to visit because I feel like I genuinely like haven't been anywhere like outside. I haven't been anywhere outside of the United States. Like I've never been to another country. I don't even have a passport. So first of all, one of my New Year's resolutions, not even a resolution, like I have to do it, starting January 1st, is get a passport because I have plans and I have places to be. So I really want to go to London. Well, I want to go to like literally everywhere in England. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Scotland, Greece, Rome, Paris. Like there's so many places I want to go. So those are in the works. I'll be doing that. Next question is favorite Vampire Diaries character? Guys, would you expect me to say anyone other than Damon? Because if you did, you'd be wrong. Here's the thing. I like Damon better in the show, but I like Paul Wesley better in real life. Like I think Paul Wesley is so funny, but I like Damon better than Stefan in the show, if that makes sense. But I did go through a phase where I was obsessed with Ian Somerhalder, and I did meet both of them at a convention in DC in 2016, and it was maybe the peak of my life. But favorite Vampire Diaries character, like I would just have to say Damon because obviously. I also really like Caroline, except in the first season. The first season I'm not really a fan. Okay, I had two questions about Christmas lists. One was any recommendations for Christmas presents, and the second one is what is my Christmas list this year. So I'm gonna show you. I have it in my notes app because I had to share with my mom, duh. She's gonna see I'm like editing this, but I'm just tapping the links. So first I asked for the Carolyn Bessette Kennedy coffee table book of like her fashion. I don't know why, but this year I have become obsessed with Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. Like I'm obsessed with her and like her fashion and everything. So I asked for this. Please don't look at my nails. Anyways, I asked for this coffee table book because I really like it. It's a life in fashion. So that's first on my list. And I asked for Skinny Confidential mouth tape. I fear as if it might be a little bit gimmicky, but I won't know until I try it. So I'm going to try that. Then I asked for a Lonely Ghost t-shirt. This one. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with Lonely Ghost anything. Like, I have been obsessed with Lonely Ghost for years. Also, on the same level, this Dairy Boy hat. So cute. Also, I have a green Dairy Boy hat, but this one is like cream and pink, and duh, like, I have to have the pink one. So I asked for that. I also asked for the butterfly jelly cat, but my mom said that it's sold out. And it is. Like, oh. But it's so cute. I don't have any. But I keep seeing this one all over TikTok, and I love it. So, I don't know about that one, though, because it's sold out. But then, I came across this. Some girl was using this in her TikTok, and I was like, wait. That's a whole new level of, like, classy and cute. And it's the Ralph Lauren coffee mug and saucer. Hang on. The link is trying to connect. It's this one. It just says Ralph's Coffee. It's so cute. So I feel like sipping hot tea out of that would be so cute. Never got an Eras Tour shirt when I was at the Eras Tour because the line was insane. And I was like, I'm not about to wait in that. So I put an Eras Tour shirt on here. I asked for a Kindle because I use Kindle Unlimited on my phone, but I just feel like I could just use a regular Kindle for that. Then I had to ask for AirPods because I ran over mine. And I'm so mad because I had the same pair of AirPods since I first bought them. And I think I first bought them right after I graduated high school. So May or June of 2020 is when I bought them. And at first I thought AirPods were a stupid idea because I was like, these are so small, I'm gonna lose them. But I didn't, but I accidentally ran over one. I guess 4 years is like a long time to have them. I guess if it's just my first time like needing a new pair, it's not that bad, but still, it's irritating. Also, I can't find the other one though because I ran over one and it was in the driveway and I ran over it on accident. And then I have the case, but I don't know where the other one is. So I don't really know what to do about that. Anyways, those are on the list, but I asked for the second generation ones, the ones that I had before, because I really don't like the way that the new ones look. They like look weird to me and I don't like them. Then I asked for a nice beach chair because last year I was using this like lawn chair that I had or just like laying on my towel, and my beach experience is significantly better if I have a good beach chair. So I asked for the ostrich beach chair and it's pink. It's so cute and I just feel like I would have a better beach experience if I took this with me all summer. So, okay, the picture of the beach chair like won't load, so maybe we'll come back to it. But other than that, I just put like more like generic things, like not specific links, but I put other. Next on my list is pajama sets. I'm obsessed with pajama sets. Anything from like J. Crew, Target, Victoria's Secret, like I just love a good matching set. So I put those on there. Then I just put clothes. This list was like mainly for my mom, so like I feel like she knows what kind of clothes I like. Abercrombie, Gymshark, Set Active, Lonely Ghost, stuff like that. Then every year I always ask for vinyls. So this year I asked for The Secret of Us from Gracie Abrams, Tortured Poets Department, obviously. I know that the anthology is sold out though, so I don't know. Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet, and Megan Maroney, Am I Okay? I might add more in the next like week. We'll see. I don't know. Because I really didn't sit and plan out my vinyl list well. Whereas like last year, I don't have my link from last year of like what I asked for Christmas, but I asked for like more vinyls, I think. I'm trying to think of the ones I got. I think I got Midnight. No, I got Midnight's the year before because that came out in 2022. Anywho, and that's pretty much my Christmas list. I feel like I didn't have so many ideas this year, but a lot of the things I asked for were like more substantial, so I feel like I just put good quality things on my list, and that's my Christmas list this year. But any other ideas? A nice robe is always nice. Headphones. I feel like I've been teetering on the idea of buying AirPod Maxes, and like I just can't decide if they're a good investment or not. I hear such mixed opinions on it. People say it's really good and they love them and they can't live without them, or people say that they are uncomfortable and they had to return them. So like I really don't know, and I just feel like it's too hefty of a price tag to be unsure about something and purchase it. So I don't know. The AirPods will have to do for now. Okay, the next question is favorite Christmas movie. I have two. One, The Santa Claus 3. I don't know why. The third one has always stuck with me. I love the third one. The third one is where, is it Jack Frost? Yeah, Jack Frost and Santa Claus get into it, and it's like Martin Short and then obviously Tim Allen. That one, fire. I love that movie. Also, The Holiday. Me and Steph just watched The Holiday the other day. It's so good. Also, The Family Stone is really good, and I used to not appreciate that movie that much because I would watch it every single year with my grandma, but I wasn't old enough to like understand it and comprehend it, and I would just sit there because I didn't know what was going on. But then I watched it as I got older, and I was like, wait, she was onto something, and this movie's actually fire. So that's a good one too. I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies. Obviously, Home Alone. I'm a fan of The Grinch, the Jim Carrey one, obviously. But the thing is I'm not really a fan of Jim Carrey movies otherwise, but I think The Grinch is good. So there's that. The classics. You know, I've never seen A Christmas Story, though. I've never seen A Christmas Story. I've also never seen Miracle on 34th Street, or whatever it's called. Never seen that. There's, like, a list of, like, classic movies that I haven't seen, but I also, at the same time, feel like I've seen a lot of movies. So, next question is, favorite and least favorite Grey's Anatomy character? My favorite, I would say, is probably Alex, until, spoiler, don't watch this if you haven't watched Grey's Anatomy all the way through, until he leaves. The last season, I will never forgive Shonda Rhimes for what she did to his character. I cannot believe that she gave him the character development that she gave him, and then took it all away. Oh, that made me so mad. Anyways, I also really like Joe and Arizona, and I really liked Lexi. Yeah, I feel like those are solid characters for me. Now, characters I hate, Teddy Altman, Owen Hunt. Actually, I like Teddy's character progression, but like in the first few seasons that she was in there, I really did not like her. Also, Dr. Stark, hate. Also hate Dr. Hahn. Dr. Burke, too. I don't like any of them. You know what? Those are all the cardio ones. Hahn, Burke, Altman. I like Christina. That's it, though. Next question is, have you seen One Tree Hill? If not, you should. I have seen One Tree Hill, but I didn't finish it. I think I watched till season 6. Yes, season 6. It's one of my best friend's favorite shows, and so I watched it, and I did really like it. I don't know why I stopped. I feel like season 6 I was kind of bored, but I did really like it up until then. The next question is, any tips for dealing with anxiety related to college? I don't know if I'm the best person to ask this because I struggle really badly from anxiety, and especially in college, but how I deal with it, well, to be completely transparent, I'm on antidepressants. But one thing I have learned to do and continue to try and practice is to stop spiraling. I feel like I was spiraling into anxiety so badly, and it would just keep progressing from there. Whereas if I have like a thought, like an anxious thought, I'll like stop and be like, okay, is it logical or no? And if it's not logical, like, okay, like why are we even thinking about it? If it is logical, okay, you can worry about it for a second, but then stop. I worried so much about things in the future or things that like could happen if I did one thing. It was just not worth it. Like it was actually draining me. It was so bad. So I try not to let myself spiral. I feel like I take a few seconds and I'm like, okay, is this worth it or not? But obviously it gets the best of me sometimes still. So I'm not really sure if that helps. I hope it does. But specifically when it comes to college, I'm not really sure if this question means more like grade-wise. If it does, I'm probably not the best person to ask. Because as long as I'm passing, that's all that really matters to me. Because I was dealing with anxiety really badly like my first year, and I'd be like, oh my god, like my grades, my GPA. As long as you're doing okay, you're fine. Sorry guys, I literally had to just go in and delete so many old videos off my camera because I had no storage. But we're back, and I did FaceTime my sister. She got into her dream school, so I'm so excited for her. But anyways, back to our questions. I have no idea what I was even talking about. The next question is about my Spotify playlists, and it says, what is your favorite Spotify playlist you've ever made? And I did answer this on Instagram, but I'm also going to answer it on here because I love my Instagram playlists. But I said that my favorite was this one. It's so good. I love that playlist. And I also am really proud of this playlist because it's exactly what the title is. It's Please Don't Be in Love with Someone Else. And then the caption, like the description says, you are not the kind of boy who should be marrying the wrong girl. So that one's good. My anti-hero playlist. It's exhausting always rooting for the anti-hero. It's me. That one's good. I really like this one too. It's called Porch Lights On, Come On In If You Wanna. And it's songs that feel like the end of summer. It was inspired by Meanwhile Back at Mama's by Tim McGraw. That one's fire. But I love all my playlists so much. And I go through like phases with them. Some where I like listen to some on repeat, and then others where I constantly have them on repeat. Like my 13 playlist is my Taylor Swift one. It has every single Taylor Swift song. That one's on like repeat all the time. Lately my Duplicity one has been on repeat. But my Spotify is just Kylie Fisher. if you're interested in finding it. The next question is about my lip combo, and I don't have one answer because I kind of change lip combos all the time, but my consistent like go-to one right now is Makeup Forever's Wherever Walnut and NARS Dolce Vita, but it's the Air Matte one. The Air Matte one is my favorite consistency of lipstick ever. Also, the Natasha Denona gloss in the shade Natasha is fire. It's a perfect nude. Next question is, how do you cope with living away from your family? I had a really, really hard time with this when I first moved to Charleston because I moved here not knowing a single soul, and so it was really, really hard for me, and I believe I touched on that a bit in my first Q&A, but I had a really hard time because I'm really close with my family. It's me and my mom, my brother, my sister. Like, it's always been like the four of us, and I've been near them my whole life. Like, that was the first time any of us have moved away because I'm the oldest, and it was really hard for me, but I speak to them on a regular basis. So FaceTiming, calling them on a regular basis, I text them all every day. Those are important factors, I think, in moving away from your family, like keeping in contact. I also talk to my grandparents pretty often. I also have a playlist for that, and it's called It's So Scary Getting Old, but I'll show you that one on my Spotify. It's so good. I have two playlists that I specifically listen to when I'm either homesick or like I miss my family or something like that. This one, it's called Feel So Scary Getting Old. That one's really good. And also I have one called River Road, which is the name of one of the roads in my hometown that I always just go on drives around. So that's this playlist right here, and this just reminds me of like being home and stuff. So I'll like listen to those, or I'll call my mom or my brother, my sister, or my grandparents or something, and that makes me feel better. But it is hard, like I'm not gonna lie, every single time I leave home I pretty much cry because I hate leaving my mom, my siblings, and like my grandparents and everything, and a lot of the time I feel like I'm missing something that's going on. Sorry, there's so many cars behind me. I remember this one time I was on FaceTime with my mom, and she was at my grandparents' house, and everyone was having a cookout, and everyone was like, hi, like they were talking to me, and I was like in my apartment alone. I was like, oh, like that's kind of depressing. But then I listened to Matilda specifically for the part where Harry Styles says, you don't have to be sorry for leaving and growing up, and it made me feel better because I was like, you know what, like it's not just me that feels like this, and it's a normal feeling, I feel like, growing up. So I had to really take the time to let that soak in. I feel like it's hard at first. It does get easier, but it still sucks. Like, especially if you're close with your family, like living away from them is not ideal. But it also is okay to do that. And it's okay to form your own community in your own home and have your own people and stuff like that. And I think it gives you like a sense of freedom. So you have to take the good with the bad. I feel like there's a lot of feelings involved in that, and there's not one specific way to cope with that, but my favorite things to do when I miss them is just call them or listen to one of those playlists. The next question is, have you watched Bridgerton, and if so, who's your favorite character? Would you expect me to say anybody other than Anthony Bridgerton is my favorite? Because he's my favorite. I wasn't a huge fan of season 1, but season 2, fire. Season 3 wasn't that great either. But I did like Queen Charlotte. So I'd say I like it. Season 2 was just so superior. Like, nothing compares to season 2. It was so good. Also, I just saw Wicked last week. I love Jonathan Bailey so much. Like, oh my god, I love him. Next question is predictions for Spotify Wrapped. But Wrapped has since come out since somebody asked me this question. So I'll just show you my Wrapped. Let's go on Spotify. My top 5 songs: My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, Fresh Out the Slammer, Indifferent by Megan Maroney, Is It Over Now, and Now That We Don't Talk. Those are my top 5 songs this year. Fire top 5 songs. My top 5 artists were Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, Megan Maroney, Sabrina Carpenter, and Olivia Rodrigo. All women, top 5. That's fire. Like, that is such a good Wrapped. And then also I screenshot on Spotify, I like gave you months, and it was kind of like, you know, when they name your day list and it's something. Actually, let's check my day list right now and see what the name of it is. My day list right now is Happy Folk Pink Pilates Princess Monday Afternoon. You listened to Bubblegum Pop and Situationship on Mondays in the afternoon. Okay. Anyways, I screenshot the ones that I gave you like through the months, March was my equestrian beach country phase. April was my pink Pilates princess strut pop. And July was my breakup slow dance country moment. I haven't spoken to a man all year, so I'm not too sure who that breakup vibe was over, but there's that. My top podcasts were Therapist, Crime Junkie, and The Toast. Those are the only podcasts I really listen to, though. All in all, I feel like I had a fire Wrapped this year, and I was in the top 0.05% of listeners of my Boiling Brace favorite toys. So I'm pretty proud of that, if I do say so myself. Guys, I just got my final grade back. I don't want to look. Like, I don't think I should look. Oh, this was just for my gen ed assessment. Got a 95 on it. Last question is dream brand collab. And just, I'm going to answer this in like the context of like just a brand to work with. I have so many. Rhode would be so cool. Charlotte Tilbury skincare specifically. Like, I'm obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury skincare. That would be so cool. Spotify, obviously, because I'm obsessed with Spotify. Also, I'm an arts management major, so duh. I also think that Abercrombie & Fitch should be really cool. Lonely Ghost. Lonely Ghost probably would be my number one. Summer Fridays. I'm just thinking of like brands I love. Diet Coke. Diet Coke, if you ever want to collab with me, let me know. Because I'll be there. Okay, I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today because my camera's about to die. But thank you so much for watching. And now that I'm done with finals, please expect more videos because I feel like I fell off for a minute. I did. But I missed doing these because I feel like it was so fun. So now that finals are over, I have more time. So also let me know any ideas. If you're still watching, comment below ideas you would like to see me do for YouTube because I'll do them. Anyways, I love you. Bye.